Well, it's wiser not to be extreme in a thought process, in a philosophy, or in an ideology. So, primarily, we have a tendency to be sectarian. So, when human beings become sectarian and the sectarian thoughts dominate, then obviously they disconnect from the entirety of society. They start grouping into sections with very specific ideologies. And the moment you start moving into a group with specific ideologies, and then you choose to disconnect with others who are not subscribing to the way you think, then automatically you have created a divide. You have created a community which is set off from the society which is existing. And then perhaps somebody may use that to their advantage by grouping innocent and young people or innocent people into their ideology to exercise power and control over the people in that section, in that specific section. And that leader can graduate a neutral person who is innocent into a person who subscribes to his views alone, the views of that leader, and then transform that person into an extremist of that views. So here, primarily one ideology creeps into a society, and one person in the garb of leader, he starts attracting or luring innocent people into subscribing to his views of that ideology. And thirdly, he starts exercising control over them just to feel dominating and to feel the surge of power within to be able to control other people for the leader. And fourthly, he graduates them into extreme views of the same ideology and thereby disconnecting with the rest of the society. And yet there is a chance, because then even though there are two sections or two sectarians or two groups, it's okay, because they can find a norm how to relate with each other, and that's fine. That is called the rules or a law by how we should relate to each other. But then one extreme group starts violating that norm as well and overreaches over and above what is legitimately their area of reach and influence, then the other people will also discover ways to protect their interests and to secure their comforts and to protect their conveniences from the overreach of the extremists. And then the relationship comes down to such low levels that there is no way except to protect their interest, to negotiate more assertively. And yet if the extremists are unreasonable, what do you think will be the next way? What do you think the surge will happen in the people? So some results of this become visible because of some severely assertive ideologies and who are violating certain rules of engagement, some understandings between two people, and also with the purpose of overreaching their influence and then subscribing to any which way to subordinate and dominate others. It begins as in intellectual violence, and then the violence gets out of hand. It does not limit with emotional violence or intellectual violence. And the results are not welcome, but this is one of the operatives by which this kind of situations arises.